Hello, everybody. Welcome to Podcast 5 of the Yapatron podcast. Today we are going to be talking about Skibbity Gya, Ohio.
Yup.
Cut that, not cut that, cut that.
Editor Nikolai doesn't touch podcasts.
Oh,
You fool! It's over for you. Cancel.
Okay,
Cancelled.
Alright, I'll see myself out. Okay, this start to the podcast is completely normal. We always start podcasts like this. Don't worry, guys. Everything's completely normal.
We always start podcasts under the table. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, it was common practice for us. So, today's agenda, we are going to be talking about the lore of our people and the Pratnings. I'm going to talk about something, and he's going to talk about something.
We won't spoil it. But our cat. Our. No, it's my cat.
Our? This ain't Soviet Russia.
Soviet Russia? Russia Soviet?
Russia Soviet? Stop dying for...
Oh
Stop
my God,
dying.
Bro. Alright. I want to do another parkour while we're out of...
Yeah, 100%.
Alright.
Let me on F1 so I can see what I'm doing.
Idiot.
Well, I do appear to be back at the top.
Sing with me, sing for the year.
Sing with me.
Alright. So, now that I've hit this, right? Okay. Now that I've hit that dim dare pressure plate, we'll start talking about our people. I think we should start with the most recent planning.
Yes. Also, just for context, so every so often, our friend group has these get-togethers, which we call the Pratning.
More on why it's called the Pratning later.
Yes, but if they're not consistent, let's just say that. Yikes. They're not consistent. Like, their times aren't consistent at all. When we had the most recent one quite recently.
What?
We had the recent one recently. It's crazy, I know. Talk! Anyway, so yes, continue. God, dude.
Anyway. So. Oh my God. So. John was like really late for the Pratning. It was for an understandable reason. I just want to point it out that he was.
We won, by the way.
What?
We won the tournament I was in, so that's really hooray for me, I suppose. Epic Game Studios.
Epic Game Studios.
Epic Game Studios, creator of Fortnite.
Epic Game!
Bugging out, dude.
So, when we all got to Hayden's house, most of the Pratnings happened at Hayden's house. Or at least they start there.
Yeah.
The most recent one was the 9th Prat. The 9th version. The 9th...
The 9th coming.
The
9th coming. 9th coming.
And, yeah. Basically, the first thing that we did is we all went into his backyard. And there was these cinder blocks that were laid out, right? And we were like, it would be hilarious if we all just stand on these cinder blocks, and whoever's the last person standing on a cinder block wins some sort of prize. We did that for 2 hours straight, and the only reason it ended is because me and Chris's ego were matching with each other, and we were like, you know what, let's just end it. And we stood off at the same time.
So in the end, there were no winners.
In the end, there was no winners, nor was there losers, I suppose. But like,
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I wasn't there for this.
Yeah.
That's not.
Then we all went inside and watched Super Mario Bros. Super Show. You know, where the Mario Brothers implements our game. We're not like the others who get all the fame. When your sink is in trouble, you can call us on the double. Why am I saying it like it's like something amazing that you've never heard before?
Never before seen.
When your sink is in trouble, you can call us on the double?
Bro has a level of uncertainty to it.
I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure you can call them on the double. Don't quote me on that, though.
You could call them on the double, I think. I have a hunch you could.
Have a hunt.
We watched like 3 episodes of that. And then they all decided to do a Nerf war because Hayden has a lot of Nerf guns. And
Yes.
me and someone that I don't know if I should name yet. Me and someone that I don't know if I should name stayed inside, just like Flag. Well, I did the addiction. Yes, I did the addiction during the get-together. Deal with it.
Of course. Have a problem.
No, I don't. I have a solution.
Yes. No, you very much a problem.
No. Ah!
You are not the Mario Brothers.
And then John showed up, and then we went back to the cinder block.
Ain't broke, don't
Round
fix it.
2. And I became a military commander.
And we all responded to him with, yes, sir.
They should not have given me that power. I refuse to elaborate further.
We should not have. Actually, might be one of the worst things ever done.
Dude, I was hitting with the attention.
Attention! I'm the Mario Brothers.
I was hitting with the, you, maggot. Maggot,
He made
show
us
me
like a
how much you
chicken.
care about women. Show me how much you care about women's rights.
Private, bust it down for me, Mark.
Private, busted down sexual style.
This all happened, by the way. This is all 100% accurate.
This all happened. 100%. Actually, not even 100%. 200%.
309%.
What happened after Cinder Block 2?
Cinder Block 2.
Pretty sure we went inside.
Yeah, we went inside. I don't remember what we did. What did we do before we watched the greatest thing ever on this planet? Let's see here. I'm the Mario Brother. What did we do before we did that? Oh, what's his face was playing the Nintendo Switch, and we watched him for like 30 minutes.
Yeah,
And then
Draven was playing a game on the Switch for about 30 minutes. We were watching that.
And then I think we went right into the YouTube poops.
Yeah,
Honestly.
we just watched YTPs for like hours on end.
Yeah, we watched like 30 YouTube poops for no reason.
It was goated. I mean, from what I've seen, it was goated. I was
Yeah.
only paying attention to like half of them for reasons.
Bro was doing the addiction the whole time. I was sitting next to him, I can confirm.
Not the whole time, just like most of it. Also, all these stats are on red, by the way. If you didn't already know.
I one-timed red somehow. I couldn't tell you if I tried. Not the Mario Brothers.
Not the what?
I'm not the Mario Brothers.
What do we do after YTPs?
I think we went from ITPs right into the best thing ever on this planet.
What was it?
The Marble.
Oh yeah. Me and John.
Actually, this could be a whole
Partially.
segment on its own.
It could. I'll just give a brief explanation and maybe we could go back.
Yeah, we'll come back. We'll come back.
Me and John and partially Chris have been kind of invested in the marble racing.
Yes,
made
there's
by
Yellow's Marbles,
Yellow's
Yellow's-
Marbles Racing.
Yelly Marbles runs, and there's this thing called the Marble League, formerly known as the Marble Olympics. Basically, it's the Olympics but marbles, and it's good.
It is incredibly good.
we
I
go
root
for
for
Mario.
the Green Ducks every single time. John roots for Balls of no, not Balls of Chaos. That's Draven.
Yeah, that's Craven. I'm Crazy Cat's Eyes. Get it right now.
Crazy Cat's Eyes and who else?
Who? No, I just root for crazy cast things.
You have another option when you aren't rooting for Crazy Cat's Head, though, when they're not an option.
Who was it?
Anyway,
That got me.
that's not important right now, though.
That's not important.
Yeah, we watched that for about multiple hours.
Multiple hours. We watched the entire All Stars. Then we watched the entire Ice League, which Balls of Chaos cannot do. Balls of Chaos cannot do bobsled to save their life. They cannot do bobsled to save their life.
Balls of Chaos after seeing a sled. Oh no.
Fourth time's the charm. Don't worry.
Fourth time's the charm. And yeah, we did that for a couple hours. And since that day, Hayden, Bannon, basically everyone who wasn't into the Marble League is now into the Marble League. If they were
We are
there.
great friends.
We are great friends. We showed them something good. Hayden roots for the team primary.
Yes.
I completely forgot who Bannon roots for.
I thought Banner was for Balls of Chaos.
No, that was Shaden.
That was Draven. Who does he root for? No, I don't even know if he had his team, honestly.
I swear he did, but I just didn't pay any attention to it.
I don't know. Who knows?
Anyway, Hayden's gonna
Thoroughly.
switch his team later, but like, anyway, that enough Marble talk. We did that for a couple hours, and then we were like, we need to go to John's house if we want to keep this thing going. And
Yeah.
none of us has seen or been to John's house before that day. It's goated, by the way.
Thank you.
So we all loaded into the John car, and Draven was feeling terrible for reasons that I don't know if I should specify.
Did we mention the food?
No, yeah, not.
Okay.
But the reason why we didn't is because it was happening during Marbles, and we barely even realized that it was happening. Because
Yeah.
me
You're
and John
good
were like
person.
locked.
We were locked in, dude. I think it was a 5-meter sprints, and Blue Eye and Billy were going at it.
Dude, Blue Eye and Billy are my goats.
Why is Blue Eye
Mostly
your
Billy.
goat?
Well, I said
Mine's mostly Blue Eye.
You know what? Die.
I'm throwing.
Die of fall damage.
Alright, I fell off a ladder.
Congratulations.
I fell from the high place. I got
Okay.
the super rare fell off ladder.
Oh, he did.
Anyways.
We all loaded up into the John car, and we were waiting for Draven parents to get there to like pick him up, or waiting for a ride for Draven for a little bit. And then the entire time we were doing that, we were jamming. And when I say jamming, I mean jamming to white girl music in the car. It
Got
was
the radio on,
actually
like-
goated.
Radio on half volume, which was pretty loud in that car. Windows down, singing along.
We were unironically all singing along. It was like an opera. It was goated. And we
It's
got
like an
to
opera.
John's house, and we played D&D.
For like 3 hours.
We played D&D. It was goated.
It was goated.
I befriended an orc, and now he's my legal father.
This is true. Also,
Uh,
that was the first time I've ever played D&D, and I was the main character.
Yeah, he just happened to be the main character. Because Bannon was the DM, and how he had it set up is whoever had like the most
Best initiative.
initiative. Whoever had the best initiative would be like the main character for some parts, and it just so happened to be John.
Yeah,
So
and also I kept throwing Nikolai at people.
yeah, I was getting a little annoyed. Slightly annoyed.
Kept throwing, bro. I just felt like it.
We managed to get through one boss fight, and I believe there was like 2 more after that. I think that's what he said. But how I ended it, because I'm the one who got the final hit, is I decided to pick up everybody, because I was tired of being thrown around, and threw everybody at the enemy, and then I also slashed him with my scythe that I have.
Yeah.
And we have a new meme that was made where Hayden didn't deal a single hit point of damage the entire boss fight.
Bro kept missing his attacks.
Bro kept missing literally everything. Even the funniest part is, even when I was throwing Hayden, he still missed. Bro cannot live that down.
Bro cannot live that down.
Everyone else hit except Hayden. Bro cannot live that down.
Also, was Hayden the one close enough to dying?
Yeah. And then we started whispering to each other like we should kill Hayden.
Yeah, like, alright guys, who's gonna kill him? And then we rolled to attack each other for like 10 minutes.
It was good. And then we watched a little bit more marbles before going to sleep. I ended up going to sleep at 6.
6 a.m.
Yep, a.m. 6 a.m. Which surprisingly is normal for me now.
Yes, sadly.
Sadly, a normal occurrence. And yeah, that was Pratt 9. Now I'm going to give you a little bit more information on like Pratt stuff. I'm not going to explain through all the Pratts. That could just be an entire pod itself.
Yeah, that's gonna take hours.
But basically, how the Pratt.
Actually, why don't you just read the Pratt files? That's like it's like a very rough rundown.
We still have more things to talk about.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll give a rough rundown of why the Pratts exist and why they're called the Pratts. Basically, one day we were all going to Hayden's house for a cookout. This was before Pratts existed because this was Pratt 1, but we didn't know it yet.
Pratt. I'm not gonna Pratt.
This was before we were even friends with John, Chris, or Draven. Or Ben. So
Yeah, also,
they weren't even in the picture.
It is good to note that Nikolai and Hayden are the only surviving founding members of the Boys, which is what our friend was called.
Well,
I think.
me and Hayden, no. Me and Parker were the founders, but now we're starting to like all drift apart and stuff, and I suppose it would be just I'm the only surviving one. Because Parker still shows up in stream, but like he's like, if you will, he's like one of those friends where like you talk to him when you get the chance, but you don't actively go out of your way to talk to him, you know?
Yeah.
So like, yeah, he's definitely still a friend, but I don't know if I consider him in the game.
Sort of friend that shows up sometimes.
Yeah.
Talk.
So I suppose I am the only founding member left. Because, like, the friend group has been going through a lot of stuff. And I know I said it pod 4, and I'm going to say it again. I do feel like our days are numbered.
Yes, we are definitely living off of borrowed time.
Our days are definitely numbered for this friend group.
Well, the question is, who's all going to survive and who's all going to drown?
I feel like me and you are going to survive, obviously.
Yeah.
And I feel like Hayden is going to survive for a while before deciding to just like ditch us and start hanging out with Ben all the time. Which good for him, but like.
Oh cock, that was way too early.
Yeah, what do you want? Bro didn't think this far.
I didn't think I'd get this far.
Dude, I feel like I've done so bad. Also, I'm at the last area.
I know.
By the way.
I'm almost there.
I'm done. I feel like I did so bad. I feel like I got like maybe 20 minutes. 20, 21 minutes.
I'll find out you did a sub 15 minute.
It was actually like 3 minutes. Time flies when you're having fun. 17 minutes. Wait. Okay. No, that's not cool. That still was really good though.
17 minutes, how many seconds?
17.
Oh. I'm on jungle now, so.
Alright, I'll
I mean, to be fair, we have been talking and being distracted the whole time.
Anyway. Dang it. Anyway, we were all at a cookout, and Hayden's cousin was there that I'm going to remain unnamed, just because I don't know if I should share that information. And we all were hopping on Smash Bros. Because we all played Smash Bros. A lot back then. And Hayden's cousin chose Mario. This was before the Mario movie was out, by the way. And they were like, yo, I'm Chris Pratt. And that's where it all started.
I got 18 minutes and 13 seconds.
Womp. Still good times, don't get me wrong, but like, bad for us.
Yeah, bad for our standards. Our standards, that is abysmal. I'm really having difficulties.
I was having difficulties.
Coming hot.
Only 20 minutes so far? Amazing.
Yeah, much to discuss.
Yeah, we created the what am I looking at? Whatever.
Oh, hold on, wait. Let me turn on light.
Turn on light. Not my side. My side.
What are you
Actually,
doing?
I'm gonna go under the table. You know, like we always do.
You know, like we always do. It's common occurrence.
Common occurrence. Also, I like how we got that, like, to a science now.
I know, it's crazy. I'm gonna close my window so I don't freeze to death.
That's probably a good idea.
Window closing has been complete.
Congratulations, you gained 200 XP.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Quest complete. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much all I can give about Prattnings now. To not, like, waste all of our time.
Mm-hmm.
And now, I believe it is time for John to continue his story.
Yeah, I tell
his
my story, then,
Yes.
and then you tell your story that based off of my story. Okay.
Kind of.
Where did you? Oh. Get back on the table. Or you want to do stuff out of the table. Make up your mind.
I'll get under the table. You know, like we always do.
Yeah. Table or no table? Come on.
You know,
Okay.
I'll get under the table. You know, like we always do.
So, this emerald that I am holding right now has significance of, yeah. So, you can't see it, but this emerald is renamed to Ring.
Okay.
And when I was younger, I had my old best friend, which should I name drop? I don't know.
Doesn't matter. You can.
Yeah, why not? I had this friend. His name was Sebastian, and we would like hang out every hour of every day. I mean, we were like the bestest friends. But one day, he just didn't show up to school. And I was like, huh. I wonder. Oh, he's probably sick. That's probably what I thought for the first couple of days. Oh, he's sick. But then I started messaging him and stuff, and he wasn't responding to any of my things. I was like, huh, that's weird. And come to find out, he had to move to Minnesota. That's where he moved to. He moved to Minnesota. And, like, no warning or anything. He didn't even know he was moving until, like, last minute. But, yeah, that was definitely a shockwave in my childhood. But in our Minecraft server, he just randomly came up to me one day with an emerald, and I was like, oh, cool, he found some emerald, and they dropped it to me, and it just was renamed to Ring. And that just came a running joke on that world, where every single time we found an emerald, we would rename it to Ring. I think by the end we had like 4, I think. I don't know. But recently, though, he came back, which is
back the very next day.
cool. He did not come back the very next day. That was like 2 years later, he came back.
Years.
Multiple years later, he came back. and like see him in the hallway and be like, because at first, like the first week he was back here, I didn't even realize it was him. Like I was like, oh hey, that looks like my old best friend. And then I eventually just like went up and asked him. I was like, hey, are you Sebastian? And he was like, yeah. I was like,
Oh
you
lord.
didn't have to cut me out.
Bang bang. They cut like it. You didn't have to cut me out. Bang bang.
Bang. Yeah, like a minute, like a merry wedding of it.
You didn't have to
Yeah.
cut me. We could have made it long distance, bro.
So yeah, he came back and we haven't really been talking that much, but we've just been keeping in touch. Like, I don't know, it's weird. Anyways,
Okay. When he told me the story about him, I instantly thought of a story that has been on my mind for a long time that I don't really tell a ton of people, but it's starting to have less and less significance over time, so I'll say it. I'm finally starting to get over it. After all these years. If I specified, I would have age revealed. Anyway. That was a close one.
oh brother.
So back in the kindergarten years of the kindergarten year, when I was a wee little lad, a little 5.
A wee little what now?
A wee little lad. You know.
Wee woo. Like a wee woo.
You know, police officer. Like I do. I do that often. Police officer moment. When I was a wee little lad, keep in mind I was in kindergarten and I was really dumb. So take everything I say with a grain or 2 of salt.
Hey, you want to see some pot?
What?
It's a pot. I got pot in my hands.
Well, I can't see your hand. Bro's got pot. You want to see firework? Anyway,
Anyways.
so there's this girl. Her name was Victoria. And that is a real name reveal. I want to find her. Find her. I dare you. And once you do, tell me her exact location, longitude and latitude. I would like a GPS tracker on her.
I'm about to blow.
Anyway, the voices are gonna go.
Voices.
Voices. Back to the story. I didn't know Victoria that well at all, other than her name and pretty much exactly what she looks like. It is only starting to get blurry, and that's an issue.
Also, the first time he told me this story, I pestered him about how he could have learned Victoria's Secret.
I could have
But he
learned Victoria's Secret. I fumbled by not moving with her. Anyway, that small spoiler. Yeah, she moved, and I haven't seen her since. And
You should have jumped in the back of the movie
It
truck.
has been over a decade since I've seen her. Maybe even
Bro,
2.
honestly-
Who knows?
Honestly, you should have jumped in the back of the moving truck, Toy Story style.
Like, she was there one day and then she wasn't. And 5-year-old me knew what it was, but 5-year-old me also wanted her to come back. So yeah, Victoria was my first crush, and I have kept her memory living on in my head for over a decade now.
Bro doesn't want to forget.
I don't want to forget. It's like having a picture of her, like, hanging up on my wall with, like, "Don't forget" written on it in Sharpie. Like, that's the life I'm living right now.
I think if anybody saw that, they would call the police.
If anyone saw the people in my basement, people would call police. Anyway, let's completely ignore what I just said and continue.
Alright, boys, move in.
Nah. So, what else is there to talk about? Because Hayden was supposed to be here.
Yeah. And bro is not. Bro is
definitely
somewhere.
not here.
Bro is somewhere. But he's not here. But he's somewhere.
Bro's not here. But he's somewhere.
Yeah!
Oh yeah, I don't think I've said this on pod before. So now I will. Oh, I actually have 2 stories that I haven't said on pod yet, and I want to tell.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I said them on stream before, so if you heard this before, bear with me. The first one is it is about this friend that we have bad memories with, partially, but it's also partially just a really funny moment. I think you know where this is going, John.
I think I know where this is going.
Alright, it was nearing the start of John officially becoming part of the gang, if you will.
I like how you had to say that we both have bad experiences with them, and I knew who you were talking about.
Yeah. It's crazy how that works, huh?
Yep.
It's almost like we aren't lying. Anyway, so before we had Prattnings, we would all go to Parker's house on his birthday and hang out. And I believe it was either the first or second birthday, we had this friend named Aiden. He was kind of a selfish jerk, a little bit.
Nah, really?
Kinda, but there, we were all having a conversation. Like, everyone else was talking, and me and him were having like a one-on-one conversation, you know. And,
oh, I know where this is going.
Yes, you do. Basically, he revealed to me that back in the elementaries, he had a crush on me. And at the time, I didn't really think much of it because I was stupid, and I was like, oh, okay. And the older I get from there, the more I was like, ew.
The more he was like, oh, brother.
That's weird. But that's beside the point. Around John's arrival in the friend group, we were all walking around town, you know, just having a good time, having a nice and dandy time. And I was telling this story to him because, like, it's an important part in the lore. And there was this family at their house who overheard our conversation and gave us the weirdest looks known to man. And we just laughed so hard. These innocent bystanders just heard my story. It was honestly some of the funniest stuff ever. It was hilarious. It was hilarious. It was amazing.
I still remember that. I like have a I could picture that moment still. It was like
that was a really good moment.
That was a really good moment.
As for the second story, I can't really remember right now. Oh wait, yeah.
We'll get it eventually.
No, I remember it. I remember it.
Get it eventually.
I'm good. I remember.
It's eventually.
So, I have noticed something recently that I'm trying to find the cause for, but it's kind of weird. I have been noticing that I have been developing plot armor, and it's in like a normal human being style. Like, I'm not taking bullets to the head and standing back up. Like, in a scenario where I should be cooked, some way, somehow, things go in my favor, and everything just turns out fine. And there's no reason it should. Like
at all.
There's no reason that it should go in my favor, but some way, somehow, the god has, like, our Jesus, if you will, has willed it into existence that it will just go my way automatically.
RN Jesus.
RN Jesus, dude.
That's actually Jesus' real name. His first initial is RN, and his last name is Jesus.
Jesus is not an initial.
Jesus is an initial, trust.
Yeah, I've started to develop plot armor, and I said it once on stream as mostly a joke, but I was expecting God to like start, you know, being like, oh, don't get too cocky now, but it hasn't stopped. I still have plot armor, and I'm starting to think that my actions don't have consequences. Because...
And this is a bad thing.
No one's giving me consequences. When I say no one, I mean, like... Not no one. Obviously, people are giving me consequences, but somehow it eventually does go in my favor. And it's very odd that it keeps on happening.
Alright, guys. Should I run my car into his house to give him consequences?
Consequences.
Actually, his room is right next to the road. I can just crash into his room.
Shut up. Where'd you crash? Would you crash near the PC or not near the PC?
I'll probably be coming towards your house from the square. So I probably hit your PC and then hit your bed.
That's annoying.
Exactly.
That would definitely make me feel like my actions have consequences. Anyway, John, do you have anything knowledgeable to say?
Let's see, what else can we talk about? What else has been the haps recently?
Been the haps. Bro's acting like he's 80 and he's trying to be quote-unquote hip with the kids.
How you do, my fellow kids?
Hell, how you do, my fellow children. I'm also a kid.
I don't think I have anything else. How long is this recording been going on for?
Only 40 minutes. Or, not even.
We gotta... Actually, you wanna know what we can do? We could do a parkour again and then talk about the local league.
Yeah, actually, let's go.
Oh, hit the button, Gronk!
Say less.
Hold on, let me turn on my shakers.
Excuse to talk about Marble League. Say less.
Sign me up. Sign me up. Well, I need my 60 FPS. Gotta turn off my shaders.
Yeah, we'll do this one last parkour, and then we'll end pod unless we have some important stuff to talk about.
Also, a funny thing I would like to note is that my PC is actually god awful.
Yeah, you can have a little talk about that.
Okay, so my PC was pre-built in 2010 and has had no revisions. So all my stuff is 15 plus years old. And I can't run Minecraft with shaders without dropping down to 13 frames.
And
also,
as you can see, I've always been running Minecraft with shaders, and my frame rate is around a good 90 to 120 most of the time.
And also, I'm gonna kill one of my family members because he said he was going to upgrade my PC, and he has the parts, and he hasn't showed up for a year.
I'm going to kill one of my family members. It's a great time to make a clip, T.
Oh.
I'm not saying that you should. I'm just saying, like, a little birdie told.
You know, now that I think about it, I don't think that would be the best decision for me because bro is an active police officer, and I would be shoved into the ground in a heartbeat.
Nah.
He'd be hit me with a stop resisting.
Stop resisting.
I am the right hand of the law.
I am the left hand, personally.
I hate you.
What else do I want to talk about? That is not the correct place to jump. That's what I should talk about.
What do you go on?
Oh yeah, actually, all YouTube schedule revealed. I guess.
Oh yeah.
Why not? So currently, I have, as of 3/23/25 at 10:51 p.m.
Time zone dropped. Or time zone dropped.
Time zone dropped.
Dusty, get on that.
Dusty, get on that. Dusty already said they had our location narrowed to 4 areas. I'm not gonna say if they're right or not, but it was interesting.
Yeah, but... Was it 4 or was it 3? I thought it was 3.
I believe it's 4.
I thought it was 4, but then they narrowed it back down to 3. I don't know. Man. Fuck! That freaking bamboo that I hate.
John, I have no idea where I am, but I'm scared.
Where are you? Where are you? Where's your name tag?
John, I'm scared.
Where'd you go? I don't see your name tag anywhere. Are you good, G?
John, I don't like this. Oh no, he's here.
Next.
No. No.
What's this really doing?
He's here.
I really wish.
He's
I really
here.
wish I
Oh, Frank! The ops.
What is bro doing?
Oh my gosh.
You bro playing Brawl Stars over there?
Oh my god. Where am I?
I really wish I had context right now.
Where am I?
I'm so confused.
Where am I?
How did you drown? How did you drown?
I am not going to talk about what just happened. You're just gonna have to watch
I'll-
the pod.
Alright, then gotta tell me twice.
I am
how far are we in the
going to
recording?
talk about what's happening.
Alright,
we're about at the 40-minute mark.
Alright, I'll make a mental note of that.
That
I'll
was
see what
terrifying.
buffoonery you got yourself. I'll see what your buffoonery got you into.
I was wandering in a dark area. I'm not even gonna say anything else. That's all you need to know.
Wandering in a dark area, got it.
How did I get there?
How'd you find yourself in that situation?
I'm on bamboo now. I guess.
Congrats. Your time's gonna be awful after your out-of-body experience.
I'm scared. I don't even remember how I got there.
Yeah, bro, find a secret.
I'm pretty sure I might have. I don't even care about my time anymore. That was epic.
That's epic.
I've uncovered secrets about this map that I never knew before. Anyway, what were we talking about before that happened?
I don't even remember.
I don't even remember.
Were we talking about the league at that point?
No.
No, we were on
We
something
haven't
else.
started about the league yet. You know, started talking about the league yet. Where are you currently on the parkour?
Note blocks. I'm in red now.
It's on red. I'm on the 1 diamond block level, you know, where you're gonna use the diamond block to go up.
Yeah. Good diamond water. Diamond elevator.
I'm on diamond elevator. I'm on pumpkin.
You can both run pumpkin if you really wanted to.
Where am
I really wish I knew what we were talking about.
What we were talking about, or what I was talking about?
What we were talking about.
Yeah, maybe I'll make a follow-up pod 6 on what we were talking about. if there was anything else worth saying. But
Yeah.
no one could have expected that experience.
Yeah. I think it's fair that you lost your train of thought after whatever happened.
All I'm going to say is the warden was involved.
What?
Yes. I saw his face, and he sniffed at me. You know, as
Where?
the warden does. I don't want to talk about it.
How did you even?
I don't want to talk
What?
about it. I'm on red now.
I wish you talk about it.
No,
I wish I
don't wanna
would
talk
right
about
now.
it. I'm surprised I made it out of there alive.
One of the weirdest things to pop up on this map is Cockman was slain by the warden. They're like, the warden? What do you mean the warden?
I was kind of hoping to get slain by the warden, just so you could see it. And it's like, how did you manage to do that? And I'd just be like,
How did you manage?
But I actually found an escape, and I have no idea where it is. But if I'm ever in that position again, I'm gonna be looking for something.
We have to go to whatever level you did that on. We gotta find it.
No, I know where it is. I just don't want to go back.
You're showing me. I'm gonna have an experience. I need to experience that.
No, you don't.
I love pain.
That you do. Why else would you be my friend?
Being this guy's friend is not an enjoyable experience. I'm lying.
I'm lying. Did I catch up to you? I see your name tag? What? There's no way.
Know.
Embarrassing for you, honestly.
I don't even remember what I fumbled on. How did I fumble, brother? I don't even remember what I was fumbling on. I don't remember. How am I fumbling on this? I don't understand. I am Osama bin Laden.
I'm Osama.
Oh, Osama. Oh, Osama. Osama versus Barack Obama rap battle. Oh, Christ. Oh, Christ.
Hi, where your granddad.
I'm hard throwing, dude. Oh my god.
Guy named
I'm
Howard.
lost. I wish I was hard.
Alright, T, get on that.
He needs to go back and rewatch all the... He hadn't really been making any clips from the pods.
We've had some great moments in the pods. Such as,
Yeah.
I'm going to kill one of my family members.
I'm gonna kill one of my family members.
That, you could have worded that so much better.
Well, I didn't, so...
I'm going to kill one of my family members. Can it be me?
You're not my family member.
I can be.
What do you mean?
Marriage.
There's so many things you can mean by that. No.
Marriage.
Fuck! Let me smash.
I'm going to find one of your siblings, and I'm going to marry them.
They're all older than you, Trust.
Yes, I'm aware of this, but I don't care.
That's kind of messed up, dog, not gonna lie.
I'm kind of messed up, okay?
Kinda. You very messed up, dog.
You very messed up, dog. You, like, messed up a little bit more than usual.
Bro got too much crazy.
Crazy. That was
Crazy once. They locked me in a room. With rats. Rats would be crazy. Crazy. 2020 was definitely a time to be alive, wasn't it?
It was a time to be alive. Dude, I'm going to tell my children, like my real children, not the one that's on my head or on my hoodie. I'm going to tell my children that COVID-19 was like this big global pandemic, because it was. But like, I'm going to make it sound so over dramatic. I'm going to make it sound like it was COD zombies or something.
We were locked in our houses for days. The screams of the dead outside were haunting.
When really all it was is I was having a fun time in the house.
Having a fun time in the house, not having to talk to anybody.
I mean, it's basically just like what I want to do on a daily basis, but like, now I'm forced to. It
He
was
sees
great.
us as an absolute win.
I
He
see it
sees
as
us
an
as an
absolute
absolute
win.
win. Bum, 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 bum.
First try mushroom is surprising for me.
It's crazy. I should really stop going for that skip. I really, really should. I keep trying to skip the lava because it's not working. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum.
Alright, anyway.
Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Lock mom reveal?
Black Mamba.
Black Mamba.
Black Mamba. Anyway. What were we talking about? What were we talking about? Marble.
I like Marble. We should talk about Marble.
Marble.
So, since I'm the more senior Marble enthusiast, I'll give you a quick rundown of what the Marble League is. So, this guy, Yelly Baker,
Yay.
his name is spelled like jelly, kind of. It's weird. It's a weird spelling. I don't know where he's from, but he had this idea of what if the Olympics, but marbles, you know? And the entire internet was like, yeah.
That's a great idea.
So yeah, he did that. It started in 2016, 2017 or something like that.
2016, because you know, your Rangers won 2017.
Yeah, that's true. The freaking Rangers that we hate. There's what all teams off the top of our heads can we count that are in the Marble League right now?
Hazers,
Got the
Rangers, Oceanics, Balls of Chaos, Green Ducks, Crazy Cat's Eyes,
Limers,
Primaries,
Pinkies,
Momo, never forget.
never forget. I actually don't remember what season that is. 2019, I think. I could be completely wrong. I think it was 19 at least. Momo, never forget. Also, the reason for that joke, I'll give you a real quick rundown about why Momo, never forget, is in a Marble League in 2017, 2018, 2019. There was this competition, which was don't remember what it was called officially, but basically it was basically you slam the two marbles against each other and whoever stays on or something. And Momo was up, and in one of the rounds,
actually,
Momo, the marble chipped. Like a piece of the marble chipped off. And it was absolutely tragic in the world of Marble League, because that's the first time that's ever happened in League history. That was a career-ending injury for Momo. Never forget how much of a fantastic competitor they were. Oh.
And now,
so, yeah, that's
whenever Team Momo is on screen, I look to John and I'm like, Team Momo, never forget.
Team Momo, never forget.
Never forget what happened.
And also, another funny thing we have is two of the marbles on Team Crazy Cat's Eyes and the Green Ducks, whose names are Billy on the Green Ducks and Blue Eye for the Crazy Cat's Eyes, are known as some of the fastest marbles in the Marble League. Period. And we love them for it.
Yes.
Even faster than the team called the Savage Speeders.
Yes.
They're actually so slow. And also, there is a wiki on the Marble League, if you want to look it up.
For some reason, Alright, that was weird. For some reason, the music just turned itself off.
Just like pause. Spotify just pause itself.
Pause. Yeah. It's kind of weird.
I don't know why Spotify does that sometimes. Oh
anyway.
well. Anyways.
Oh my god.
So yeah. And I can't remember when Green Ducks what year did the Green Ducks win? Because I know they won one year.
If I remember correctly, they didn't win. They got like third their year they were introduced. like pretty sure. Oh wait, I completely forgot about Mellow Yellow. That was another team.
Yeah.
Their name is very accurate because they aren't very good, but that's why we love them.
Yeah. Also, it is good to note that every single time there's a Marble League, a Marble, quote-unquote, a Marble team hosts the Marble League. Oh and in 2020... And, the Crazy Cat's Eyes, I think they hosted in 2020, I think. Might have been 2021, I don't know. 16 minutes, 59 seconds. That was 4 seconds behind my personal best. Yeah, and they placed... What did they place? 5th, I think, which at that time was the highest it was the highest that a host has placed in the Marble League. Because there's this thing called the host's curse, which every single time that a Marble hosts the Marble League, they do terrible in that Marble League. But the year after that, another team, the Bumblebees, hosted, and going into the final 3 events, they were in 3rd place. So they had the possibility to do what no other Marble team has done before and win the Marble League as hosts. But then they fumbled, and they didn't do that. But the Crazy Cat's Eyes won, so I was happy about that. After, what, 8 years? Or no, not 8 years, like 5 years in the Marble League, they finally won.
Side note, odd phenomenon. Marbles are very, very persistent in how they are. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just like luck that, like, luck definitely does play a part in it, but it's not like luck that sometimes like one team of Marbles is always doing better than the others. They're like surprisingly consistent.
Yeah. Like, as we mentioned, Blue Eye and Billy are really, really fast Marbles.
Yeah, for no apparent reason.
And they're just pretty consistently fast, except this year. Billy was
kind of throwing a little bit this year.
Billy was
19 minutes on the dot. I really thought I did way worse than that.
Yeah.
Now, real quick, I'm going to take you to the place.
Back to the pot. Okay. Oh, hold on a minute. So it's an underwater area, right?
No. I know where I'm looking for. Should know where it is. You know how it is. Ow.
You experienced kinetic energy. Congratulations.
Alright. No. Dang it. Where is it?
Sing with me, sing with all the years. Sing all around and sing with all the years. There's not that one part where it's... water right here.
Just trust me, I know what I'm looking for. I found it.
Okay. Where are you?
It's near the bottom.
Near the bottom. Give me like a description, please.
It's right before the first lava area.
I see you. I see you. Hold on.
Alright, come down here. Behold. Come on down. The water's fine. He'll be here soon. He's here.
Whoops.
I would like to see. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on down here, but uh-oh, there he is.
Oh, well, I experienced kinetic energy. There's like no reason for that to be there. If it's there. I mean, that's cool, I guess.
Yeah, I fell into this place. And I was like panicking. Like, obviously. And I actually found a way out.
How'd you fall down there and live?
Well, I don't know. I think it's just something about it.
Oh yeah, you just straight up survived.
You do just straight up survive.
Yeah, bro, it's spawns.
Oh. That can't be good. Run? Maybe? A little bit?
Was it just like electric?
Uh-oh. There's another one. Well, I want to find out how I got out. It was a very out of pocket experience.
Okay, I got to a place where my... Well... I'll just do that. Okay, I can see again. Yeah, there's 2 wardens now, by the way.
One just spawned right beside me. I'm out. What? Oh.
We are still podcasting, by the way.
Yeah. I trust my viewers to be just as curious as I am.
Just go back and like rewatch the footage, I don't know.
Wait, no, I think I found it. Oh, that is a lot of wardens. Where is this? Where am I? Where am I?
Oh, look,
Oh,
another
no.
one.
Oh no. I'm out. Later. That's one. Okay. Oh my god. There's another. How many are there?
Like 4, 5 maybe.
I am out of here.
Made an awful, awful decision. Oh, I felt kinetic energy. Why don't we just go in creative mode and like go down there and see?
Oh, because I've
Without
been.
him.
Uh oh. He's angry. He's angry. He's angry.
Oh, he's angry. He's angry.
He's angry. He's angry. Oh my gosh, there's more.
1, 2. Trying to count, see how many there are. 1, 2. I think it might just be 2. For the time being, at least. Yeah, he's right behind you, by the way. He's actively running me down. He's actively running you down.
I'm out.
Another one. Yeah, he's still very angry at you, by the way.
Yeah, I can't really explain what it was, but like I was in this area and I fell and I was teleported to like back to the spiral and I was like, where am I? How did I get here? Alright.
Experience kinetic energy with random
That's probably one of the rarest death messages in the game. Anyway.
No, I found it.
back
No, I
down.
found it.
You did?
I found it. Yeah. Near the blue fences. It's the ender portal thing, and you fall into it and it spawns you back up here.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Spiral.
Alright, anyway. I feel like that's the end of the podcast now. I feel like we've done enough.
It is definitely a shorter podcast, but oh well.
We actually not too much shorter. We actually hit the hour mark, believe it or not.
Good enough.
Good enough. That's what we usually try to do. Alright, I'll talk to you guys pod 6. Hopefully Hayden will be there, but no promises.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Or actually, hopefully not. Yeah. I hate Hayden. Alright, goodbye. Sayonara,
Goodbye.
sucker.